Welcome to Fantasy Author Reacts. I'm your fantasy author for the day, Jacob Penrod, and today we are going to be reacting to Falsettos. We are deep in Act 2, or I think actually probably like 30% through Act 2. Tensions are building. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen soon, I feel. And in some ways, I fear. So we're going to keep breaking this down from a storytelling perspective, talk about their choices in the writing and how it did what it does. If you want to check out my own writing, like I said, my name is Jacob Penrod. I'm a fantasy author, and I wrote this. It's The Seven Rangers, Volume 1, Harvest. It's the story of an isolated island people who believe that they're alone in the world when they're attacked by an army of killer angels. They're outnumbered, they're outpowered, and it's the story of a ragtag team that assembles to try and stop them. It's the first of 4 volumes, and it's the story of how they assemble in the first place and kind of gather the team in that phase of the story. If that interests you, I've got the full book for free on my author website, or you can purchase it on Amazon to support me. And I've got an audiobook in the works for it, which I'm really excited for. But with that said, let's just go ahead and get into Falsettos. All right. I don't know that I have ever had a coworker that I'd be this comfortable with, but I guess that's acting. 2 naked men in a bed, and I'm like, this is acting. This is cinema.
It's been hot, also very sweet, and I'm not usually indiscreet, but when he sparkles, the earth begins to sway.
So we're seeing a real change, at least in one part of his life. I don't buy it as like changing who he is necessarily. I think he's still got the same impulses, but he's allowing himself to be tender. And I think it's gonna get taken away from him in some capacity, because if this was at like the 90-95% mark, great, but this is not.
What more can I say? How can I express how confused am I by our happiness? I can't eat breakfast, I barely tie my shoe. What more can I do? If I say I love him.
Oh, so he's really grappling with allowing himself to tender with him.
You might think my words come cheap. Let's just say I'm glad he's mine.
Well,
Awake.
that's I mean, that's a different thing. I think that he does love him, to quote Gallivant, as much as someone like him can love anyone. Like, I don't think that he's incapable of love, but I do think that his love is tainted by some need for control. I'm so curious what happened to this character to make him the way he is. But I don't know if it's as important to Marvin that he loves Wizzer as much as it is that Wizzer is his, if that makes any sense.
Asleep. It's been hot, also it's been swell. More than not, it's been more than words can tell. I halt, I stammer, I sing a rondelay.
I don't know what rondelay
What
is.
more can I say? I'll stay calm, untie my tongue.
So, this is a big moment for him. It's just coming at, oh shit, this is coming at like the 70% mark of the whole musical, which is where characters tend to get hit the hardest. That and the midpoint tend to hit characters really hard. The midpoint already saw him getting hit by dissolving the family unit that he had. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's not going to be good.
And
What I would do if I was writing this is I would have Marvin make the change and try to be tender, try to do this, and then for whatever reason have that love not be enough, because that would suck for him, and that would be good storytelling.
try to stay both kind and young. I was taught never brag or shout. Still it's hot, just like how you read about. And also caring and never too uncouth.
Here we are with uncouth again, taunting me for my lack of vocabulary as a writer. Well, I won't stand for it. A little bit of an aside. There's this book. It got turned into a Netflix show, but my best friend had me read it, and or she didn't have me read it. She mentioned it, and I checked it out. And what was it called? If you know the Netflix show, you're gonna laugh once I tell you. Oh gosh, what is it? I swear this is gonna be worth the payoff for like two of you. Heated rivalry. I thought it was about hockey, and it kind of is, but it's not. Not just about hockey. I did not know what I was getting into. Anyway.
That's the simple truth. That's the simple truth. Can you tell I have been revised? It's so swell. Damn it.
He's playing this really well, the actor. Like I want to buy it and I want to believe it. I don't know that I believe people can change that quickly, but maybe.
Even I'm surprised. We laugh, we fumble, we take it day by day.
Taking it day by day is big for him because that's a lack of control.
What more can I say?
This isn't good. Nope. This is the calm before the storm. Because all that passion that he's been looking for this whole musical, it's not there. It's just pure tender, and that means that he's primed to be beaten down. Oh, if I was the writer, I would be so mean to this character.
People might think I'm very dykish. I make a big stink when I must, but goddamn, I'm just professional, never too nonchalant. If I'm a bitch, well, I am what I am. Just call me
I love
Doc.
her.
Don't call me lady. I don't like to talk when I'm losing the game. Bachelors arrive sick and frightened.
Oh no. Oh. Bachelors arrive. I think I know where this is I think I know where this is going.
They leave weeks later unenlightened. We see a trend, but the trend has no name. Something bad is happening. Something very bad is happening.
Yep.
Something stinks. Something immoral. Something so bad that words have lost their meaning. Rumors fly in tales about stories that go underground. Something bad is spreading, spreading, spreading round.
Ooh.
Tell me how it tastes. Tell me if it's good. Tell me, dear, if you'd like some.
So, gonna pause for my panic for a minute to say that this blonde one, I really wish I knew their names. She's contributing in her own way through her food in a similar capacity to how the doctor contributes. Not necessarily the same impact right now, but I think it's like she's taking care of her as well.
Go ahead and wound my pride. You're feeling very sick inside. Well, okay. So you've had a bad day. I don't know what to say. Look what's become of my doctor. She's my doctor. Oh, and I love her. Oh, she's got passion. She's in touch.
Oh, they're so lovable. They're adding to that bank that I mentioned of reader or viewer trust, and they're really building it up for longer than I thought. I don't know how they're gonna hit, but I know it's gonna hit.
Intelligent, and Jesus Christ, a doctor, very wealthy, and I love her. Doctor of internal medicine. I'm heartsick. You're
Internal
unhappy.
medicine. Oh. Okay, what I would do is I would have Marvin finally come around and treat Wizzer the way that he ought to be treated and soften his heart and kind of turn a new leaf and do everything right. And then I'd let Wizzer get sick and have it not be enough. And the friends would have to break the news. And they would try and they would cry and I would kill him. Because the story then isn't how can love save impossible situations, it's what do you do with love in the face of impossible situations. And I feel like that's thematically consistent. That's what I would do. Oh, I hope they don't do that. Oh, that would. Oh, okay.
Life is crappy.
And you always see the glass half full. I'm nervous.
It's too damn ridiculous.
She's my doctor. And
You're
I love her.
nervous.
She's
My spirit's sad when I read the magazines, men dressed in drag next to their moms. Fashion and passion and a filler, but not a word about the killer. I like the ball gowns, but Jesus, something bad is
She's talking about AIDS, right?
something very bad is happening. Something
Which
stinks.
she never
Something
said.
immoral. Something so bad that words have
Little
lost their
things
meaning.
don't get in her way.
As-
Telling tales about
What can it be?
stories that
What can
go
it
on.
be?
Something bad is spreading, spreading, spreading
No.
Look, a virus has been found. Stories that go underground. Something bad is spreading, spreading, spreading.
So oh no, they're bringing Wizzer on stage. Okay, I'm gonna take a second. My gay history is not very good. I don't know as much as I ought to, but I do know in the AIDS crisis that there's a lot of solidarity between the lesbian and gay community, where lesbians were at less risk for the infection, and so they kind of banded together when gay men were turned away and really became like this powerhouse of caretaking to help them out when no one else would. And this might be giving a little snapshot of that. I'm trying not. I'll never forget. Someone made a comment back when I was watching Hamilton, and they were like, "Oh no, your sense of foreboding and paranoia has damaged your experience." And I was like, "That's fair. It had, but I was right." And I am foreboding and I am paranoid because I know what I would do. And Wizzer, he would not be making it. In fact, I think I'd hit him in this next scene.
It bounced in. No, it didn't.
Oh, fine, you know it did.
Just begin.
Are you kidding? Who's telling who how to play?
Let me live. Please forgive me for winning one game.
Okay, serve it up.
I attack.
Oh, and this has got to be what they're doing. He's gonna collapse or something because this is a dichotomy, or this is a mirror of an earlier scene where we set a baseline for how they normally compete with each other.
Keep 'em back. Something's gone out of whack.
I hit.
Good hit.
My game. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3. Damn it.
Okay, maybe he's fine. Maybe he's fine.
Come on, man.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know tennis enough to know what's happening.
Good serve, Marvin.
Oh, he's slipping.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No. Oh. Oh, no. This is the same damn thing that happens every time I predict something. Is I'm like, okay, I think I see what's happening, and this is how I would do it. And if I end up being right, whatever. But then it still hits me, and I still get teary-eyed, and it hasn't even happened yet. But I don't think that. Oh gosh. No.
I heal.
Don't be bitter.
No big
Okay.
deal. The game is yours.
It's unreal. You're a quitter.
I can't go on anymore.
Be a jerk, my sweet bruiser. Try
Okay.
and be a decent loser. At least you could give me that.
Excuse me. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Oh, and as far as I understand, it is basically a death sentence because they didn't know what was happening.
I'm sorry.
Maybe that's not what it is, but of course that's what it is. That's what they're setting up. I'm not dumb.
Do you know?
God, they're doing it.
All I want is you. Anything you do is all right.
No.
Yes, it's all right. Yes, it is.
No, and it's the doctor.
I was sure growing up I would live the life my mother assumed I'd live.
Trina, love you. I don't want to hear from you right now. I want to figure out what that doctor just said. But damn it if you can't sing.
Very Jewish, very middle class, and very straight, where healthy men stayed healthy men, and marriages were long and great.
So there's like this theme with Trina that I'm picking up where it. Oh God, wait. Is that tied to that? Okay, I'll explain what I'm thinking. With Trina, we have this theme of she's had a template laid out for her entire life. Be the perfect housewife, get the perfect marriage, do the right things, and good things will happen, and you'll be happy. She's doing all the things, and it's not enough, and it's not working. And and that ties so well into a diagnosis with an illness that no matter what you do, you can't stop, or you do all the right things, and it's not enough. And that makes a broader theme about what do you do when the scripts that are supposed to carry you through life fail and you can't fight back against it. Maybe I'm overreaching, but
I smile, I don't complain. I'm trying to keep sane as the rules keep changing. Families aren't what they were. Thank God there's a husband and a child whom I adore. But then there's more, so many more. There's always more. Life is never what you planned. Life is moments you can't understand. And that is life.
Okay, sorry I'm having less to say than usual. I'm real worked up. Not in a way where I'm not having fun, but where I'm so anxious for these characters, where everything is falling apart. But I think kind of going with the staging metaphors of things being broken apart, they can come back together and that's gonna be this is gonna center around the bar mitzvah somehow, but I don't know how.
I'm plain. I don't astound. I hold to the ground as the ground keeps shifting.
The bar mitzvah has been built up as having the important people in your life there. If the important people that have been established to Jason couldn't make it, such as Wizzer because he's sick, that would ruin the experience for everyone. That's what everyone could agree on, even those who want it to be traditional, I think. So then how do you get Wizzer there? Because they got to get Wizzer there. Maybe he's got more time than I think.
Keeping my balance square. Trying not to care about this man who Marvin loves. But that's my life. He shared my life. Yes, that's my life. Life is never what you planned. Life
Yeah, there's
is
the theme
moments
statement.
you can't understand.
Oh.
And that is life. Holding to the ground as the ground keeps shifting.
Trina, I'm trying so hard to care about you right now, and Wizzer's limping in the background. I understand the thematic work that this is doing, and I'm having a lot of trouble focusing on her song.
Trying to keep sane as the rules keep changing. Keeping up my head as my heart falls out of sight. Everything will be alright.
So at least he was able to get in a hospital, but it's not gonna freaking make a difference.
Will be all.
Wizzer, kid, you're looking very good today.
Y'all $1 million babied me, where I thought I was getting one story and I'm getting a different story. It's a good story, not what I thought what I was getting with 4 Jews in a room bitching.
See yourself a few days back. I had a heart attack. Jesus. But today you seem to be on the way to recovery. Oh, Wizzer, I want to applaud. It's days like this, I almost believe in God. Days like this, I almost believe.
Okay, yeah, you're telling me he's gonna recover from AIDS in the 80s. Maybe it happened. I guess I don't know for sure. Like I said, my history isn't great, but I thought it was basically a death sentence. God. Ugh. If Wizzer dies, I don't think you could have told the story any more effectively, because we got that first part of just seeing their life, and I think that's what it was like for a lot of people who went through this with loved ones and people that they knew. Is you had this life, you had these relationship concerns and all these other things, and then suddenly that's pulled out from under you from something that's unfair and uncontrolled. And of course, like, it's uncontrolled. It's the anti-Martin and not Martin, Marvin. Gosh, I'm stressed.
In God.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Food.
Arugula. Gefilte fish. It's so good you'd think it's Italian. Also a soup.
Oh,
made from
she's so
chicken
cute.
that, though unexotic, is antibiotic. Oh, I'm
See,
up to my
and she's showing up with food to take care.
ass in a kosher morass. For eggs and croup, try my chicken soup. So let's begin.
This is so sad, because it's not gonna make a freaking difference.
We're both
You had
gonna
to see
cure
yourself a few days back. I
Even
had
my
a heart
soup, she
attack.
with her medication,
Jesus.
such elation, but today you seem to be
on the way to recovery. Oh, Wizzer, I want to applaud. It's days like this, we almost believe in God. Days like this, we almost believe.
He's not buying it.
in.
And I don't know that they're buying it either.
Guilty fish.
No.
Canada.
No.
Hi.
Hi.
We had trouble parking, just like on our second date.
I hyperventilate, but since I'm parking in the city, I've improved, or else the hydrant's moved.
Nobody? Okay.
Yeah, okay, great. Go ahead.
They brought these characters in so late, the caterer and the doctor, but I don't know, or like they fit in so well. Like it feels like they were always intended to be there. And maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know, but they just they fit in. Okay. I'm stressed.
Be good and pissed. How can I help, says the wiry psychiatrist.
He'll make you well.
Right. I'll make you well.
Wizzer, hello.
Do you look awful?
See, he's the one who'll tell the
Need
truth.
to play some chess.
Jason, sit down and begin.
I'll let you win, Wizzer.
Don't let me win.
I'll let you win.
Well,
So they're all trying to help in whatever way they know how. Oh my god. Okay. They're all trying to help in whatever way they know how, and this has been kind of set up all along. Is like they fight and they all don't get along all the time, but at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, they show up in some capacity. Like it's been hit and miss, but they're all showing up here. This is just such a beautiful approach to a found family story in a way that feels a lot more real and nuanced than I normally see it. More real and nuanced than I was able to pull off in my writing, I think. And I really like what I did. And I'm blown away by this, and I'm stalling.
Very good today. Well, you had to say yourself a few days back. I had a heart attack.
I'll make you well.
But today you seem to be on the way to recovery. Oh, Wizzer, I want to applaud. It's days like this, we almost believe in God. Days like this, we almost believe in God. Days like this, we almost believe in God. Days like this, we almost believe in.
What is
They're all kind of looking at each other for comfort.
this?
Guilty fish.
Gefilte fish?
Right.
He's looking very good today.
Your turn.
There is a sense. I just wiped my nose on my arm. That's gross. There is a sense of irony here, where the conceit of the whole show is that they're all Jewish, and then the lyric "Days like this, we almost believe in God" has sort of an irony to it, where we've been introduced to them through their cultural and religious identity, and the almost is kind of hedging that religious identity in a way that's funny. God, I'm barely holding it together. I wonder if he knows.
Jason, if you want a bar mitzvah, God knows you can have a bar mitzvah. But I have to know, and I have to know now, just what it is you want. I've addressed the invitations.
What would this character want? He thinks chess is the most beautiful thing, has its place, it can piece together, but he's got a bit of an arc being set up of seeing that love can be an accessible thing as long as he has his systems to approach it from, maybe. I wish I had a tissue. I'm wiping my nose on my shirt, and that's gross. I feel like it makes sense for his character. I don't know if this works in Jewish culture. Can you have the bar mitzvah in the hospital? That would be kind of a beautiful deconstruction of what these characters have held dear, because you see what they're compromising for each other. I'm not trying to predict it because I doubt that's what happens, but if it does, that'd be interesting. I'm just trying to piece together all these different fragments that are the show right now. Oh gosh, Wizzer.
Here's your chance to give me hell. If you think it's bust, then it's probably just as well.
Can't we wait till Wizzer gets better? Can't we wait till he's out? So our mitzvah should be all about good friends close at hand. Don't you understand?
So he still thinks he's getting better. How do you explain this?
We can't be sure when he'll get better. When or if he'll ever get better.
That's a tactful way to deliver that news. Mendel has his moments.
But the hall is booked, and the band's been retained. So, Jason, please, what we'll do is your decision. There's no right, and there's no wrong. Just say yes or no. And we promise to go along.
I don't want Wizzer to die, and also I am feeling just this dread being dragged out because I know he's not getting better from this, and so it's just painful watching it stretch for so long. I guess it hasn't even been that long. I'm just emotional.
Finally, now it's all my decision. Like it's my bar mitzvah. Just like nothing happened. Hell, let's have a party. Just like nothing happened. Why don't you make this dumb decision yourselves, okay? Why don't you make this dumb decision yourselves?
So that makes sense that that's hurting the character in that way. But also think about what he's saying, where he's challenging the falsettos of it all. This performance that everyone's doing of not letting things hurt. He's saying, why are we acting like everything's fine when it's not? In fact, this is directly contrary to Mendel's advice of feel all right for 5 minutes, feel all right for 10 minutes, feel all right the rest of your life. He's saying, no, like, why would we act like we're all right when things aren't all right? And that's all right to not be all right.
Have the bar mitzvah?
No.
Then we'll cancel the bar mitzvah.
No.
We'll wait until you make a decision.
Now what do we do?
Why don't we tell him that we don't have the answers? And that life can be grim, life's not all about him, and things rarely go according to plan. Tell him things happen for no damn good reason, and his lack of control kills what's best in his soul, and this is the start to his becoming a man.
God, Mendel sucks, but also I love him.
Holding to the ground as the ground keeps shifting.
Trying to keep sane as the rules keep changing.
Yeah,
Keeping up my head
so I'll let them finish this phrase and then I'll unpack it a little.
Picking up my head as my heart falls out of sight. Everything will be all right.
Okay, so it's about these performances changing, like these systems that they've had their whole lives to be able to handle things. They're just not working for them anymore. Everything's changing, and in a broader way, things are changing too, with the assimilation of Jewish identity in states. From what I understand, there's a tension of people trying to figure out what does it mean to hold on to our culture while also integrating with a new culture, and what does that look like. And with social rights starting to come about for gay people, it also changes the landscape. And Mendel's reflected on that, saying things are just changing so quickly. And looking back, I think that was less about him being like conservative in his views of wanting things to stay the same, and more him being panicked that everything that I knew isn't holding up anymore.
Who'd believe that we two would end up as lovers?
Do you want me to reply?
Him and me, you and I, passionately lovers.
Please don't get morbid.
Right.
It's just
Don't fight.
that I haven't died yet.
Just stop it.
I'm sick, but kicking.
Jeez.
It hurts.
Good night.
I'm staying here in this spot, whether you want me to or not. I'm staying.
Oh, you can see how much that means to him.
Here I am by your side, one old home.
And he's choosing consistency.
Horny lover.
Please go home and don't be scared.
What's the fuss? I'm not scared. What good is a lover who's scared? Hit me if you need to. Slap my face or hold me till winter. Oh, baby, please do. I love you too. My
musical.
lover.
Marvin, just go home and turn on TV. Drink a little something till you're...
So Wizzer doesn't want him. He doesn't want to be an inconvenience, maybe, or maybe he wants privacy to actually feel alone. I don't know why he's pushing Marvin away. It's interesting because he's wanted to be doted on and cared for, and now that he's finally getting that, it seems to have scratched that itch a little.
You're dead. Think of me around, sleeping soundly in our bed. Marvin, did you hear what I said?
Shut your mouth, go to sleep. Time I met a sailor. Are you sleeping yet? Or what is what, Wizzer? But I can't help but feeling I failed. Let's be scared together.
He's letting himself feel these things that he's closed himself up. Oh, we're getting this whole character arc.
Let's pretend that nothing is awful.
There's nothing to fear.
There's nothing to
Just stay right here. I love you.
Maybe he's tired, but maybe he's waiting for us. Maybe he's waiting for a visit. Is it a bad time? We'll come back. If it's a bad time, we'll come back. We'll come in.
Look at us, four old friends, four unlikely lovers.
We don't know what time will bring.
I have a clue.
I have two.
Let's look like we haven't.
And and each say nothing.
Sky.
It's blue.
I love the sky.
I love the trees.
I love bad weather.
I love the earth beneath my feet.
I love friends that hover.
So they're just trying to find normalcy despite all of it. I mean, how much more effective is that than if they were just wallowing in it the whole time? Because, I mean, people do have moments where they wallow, and it would be justified, it would be deserved. But by showing this... God, I'm a sucker. By showing this striving for normalcy, you can feel just how forced it is and how much all of them are hurting. We're getting that same sort of falsettos performance, putting on a voice, putting on a performance. I just said performance voice. But it's aimed differently this time.
We love to eat, and we need something sweet to love. One group we are for unlikely lovers, and we vow that we will buy the farm arm in arm for unlikely lovers with heart. Let's be scared together. Let's pretend.
So, Let's Be Scared Together is a simple lyric, but it's really powerful in the context of the show where they're to let their guard drop.
That nothing is awful. There's nothing to fear. Just stay right here. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
And it's finding connection in the absurd almost, where there's this pain and there's not a reason for it, and it's cruel and it's unkind and it's unfair. I mean, not to get too about my own stuff, but I want to talk about it a little, why this is hitting so hard, because in a lot of ways that's what my whole book is about, where you have this island people where everything feels safe. And oh my gosh, sorry, I am a mess, and my shirt is disgusting, but I forgot tissues. You got this island people who feel safe. They think they have everything under control, even though they're masking this pain, each of them individually. And then you have this overwhelming force that attacks them, and they're just horribly outclassed to a level that it can't, they can't stand up. There's no point in fighting back, and they do anyway. And there's a quote in the second book about how sometimes life kicks the happy out of you and it keeps you down, and there's not a reason for it, but you fight back anyway because there's value in the fight itself, even if the outcome is uncertain. Something along those lines. And I feel like that's a theme that is resonant between both of the works. What I've done, which feels almost blasphemous to even hold to this, which is so well done. I wish I could write this well. But that seems to be a theme that they're getting at, and this found family in the face of something so awful is just powerful. So it's really resonating with me.
Who'd have thought that we four would end up as lovers?
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful music.
Hello, God. I don't think we've ever really spoken. If you'd kindly allow, how about
All right, I've got to get tissues. Y'all didn't tell me this was a tissue needing show.
a miracle now? I don't know if you exist. I can't hear your fingers snapping. Are you just a big psychiatrist? Or can you make things not happen? Do this for me, and I'll get bar mitzvahed in exchange for... Could you please make my friend stop dying? I am not naive. It won't be easy, but if you could make my friend stop dying, God, that'd be the miracle of Judaism. That'd be the miracle of Judaism.
I mean, it's like, I'm not going to get into the theology of it too much, or the problem of evil or things like that, but it's just heartbreaking because, I mean, he's falling back on his systems. That's what this character has relied on. And what bigger system is there than God? And my hunch is that God is not going to heal Wizzer. That's not the resolution to this story.
Something bad is happening. Something very bad is happening. Something that kills. Something infectious. Something that spreads from one man to another.
Oh, does he have it too? I guess he probably doesn't know. Oh, it hurts because, like, this isn't just a story. This is what people had to go through.
Okay, when the doctor started using phrases like, "You'll pass away," what could I say? I said, "Doctor, in plain English, tell me why was I chosen? Why me of all men? Doctor, here's the good part. At least death means I'll never be scared about dying again. Let's get on with living while we can.
The laughter in the audience is so much quieter now.
And not play dumb. Death's gonna come. When it does, screw the nerves. I'll be eating hors d'oeuvres. It's the roll of the dice and no crime.
That theme of food coming in again.
You gotta die sometime. Death is not a friend, but I hope in the end he takes me in his arms and lets me hold his face. He holds me in his arms and whispers something funny. He lifts me in his arms and tells me to embrace his attack. Then the scene turns to black. Life sucks. People always hate a loser and they hate lame ducks. Screw me and shucks. That's it. That's the ball game. I don't smoke, don't do drugs, and then comes the bad news. I quit. That's the ball game. It's the chink in the armor, the unresolved karma, the blues. Can I keep my cool despite the urge to fall apart?
Sorry, I really just don't have much to say because, I mean, I've been commenting this whole show how they're building up the pieces and now we're finally at the payoff. And this happens in most shows where I have a lot less to say at the end. But this is just a beautiful payoff. So,
how should I start? I would cry if I could, but it does no damn good to explain. I'm a man in my prime. You gotta die sometime. Death's a funny pal with a weird sort of talent. He puts his arms around my neck and walks me to the bed. He pins me up against the wall and kisses me like crazy. The many stupid things I thought about with dread now delight. and the scene turns to white. Give me the balls to orchestrate a graceful leave.
Oh, this is just so hard watching this character who had so much vibrance grapple with his own mortality. Wow.
It's my reprieve to go out without care, my head high in the air. It's the last little mountain I'll climb. I'll climb. You gotta die sometime. You gotta die sometime. You gotta die sometime. You gotta die sometime. 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 Sometime.
Wizzer head.
So that was really interesting writing because it uses repetition in a very intentional way, where it repeats the line arguably too much on purpose, because when you repeat something too much, it starts to sound artificial and fake. And I think that's exactly what's happening here, where it becomes clear. If he sings it once, it sounds like something he believes. If he sings it 5 times, it sounds like something he really wants to believe. Doesn't.
Hey, suddenly it all came. Wizzer, hey, suddenly it all came clear. I said, let's have my bar mitzvah here.
Jason's brilliant idea, and I brought the prayer shawl.
It's Jason's bar mitzvah.
Don't you move, everything will soon be great. Just close your eyes while we redecorate.
I'll unwrap the billion hors d'oeuvres, and someone please eat them.
It's Jason's bar mitzvah. Okay.
Oh, they get a picture together.
Lovely.
It's just beautiful how they've all really come together in the face of this.
Make things lovely. Champagne makes things lovely too. Everything's a mess.
Drink up, anyone for bubbly?
Probably it's doubly useful at a time like this. Cheers.
Cheers.
And aren't things lovely? I feel more helpless than I have in years.
Try this on. Mendel, get this thing in gear.
What was that line? That sounded
Try
important.
this on.
I feel like I haven't done Trina justice on this watch through, if I'm being fully honest. That's one of the things that I want to pay more attention to as I listen back through this on my own.
More helpless than I have. I feel more helpless than I have in years.
Try this on.
That's saying something with how helpless she's felt.
Mendel, get this thing in gear.
Please excuse me if I interfere, but I feel that since I'm the host, it's me who should toast him to Jason's bar mitzvah.
Oh, this is...
I know
The tone work is remarkable, where it's painful and it's beautiful and it's raw and it's sad and it's touching all at once. And that's a really, really, really hard thing to balance.
The nurses told them, please do not intrude.
I passed around the food, then dumped some extra food, 'cause Lord knows we've got plenty.
She's cooked for some 200 guests.
We number not that many. Actually, we're 7.
Maybe it's not dumb the way this whole thing ends. The food tastes really yummy.
Oh, mummy.
Oh, we give her a small win.
The flowers seem to sparkle, candelabra sets the tone. I must make
The wine is very soothing. Something, someone needed soothing.
Put everything. Perhaps
So this is this is kind of setting up love and structure is what you make it to be. It's not always wanted and it doesn't go the way. But by kind of embracing the lack of sense of it all, you can find love and purpose, and maybe not purpose, but you can find love and thrive despite the chaos of life.
I think perhaps it doesn't matter far, but here we are. Jason's bar mitzvah looks like no book say it should. Cheers! And aren't things lovely? Everything is lovely. I feel more helpless than I have in years.
And they're admitting it. They're not posturing. They're not trying to act like they are in control. They're admitting their helplessness. It's the dropping of the falsettos, so to speak.
Fix his tie. Trina try to make him smile more.
Don't know why, but he looks like Marvin.
How did you turn out so great? Who do I thank for the man you turned into? Kid, do you know how proud I am if I don't show how proud I am? You hold my dreams, kid. I burst at the seams 'cause of you.
So the cynic in me is like, what if this doesn't last? But I think the show knows that's a possibility, and it's not about that. It's not about whether Marvin is able to sustain this person that he wants to be but fails consistently to be. It's about the fact that he's softening himself and letting himself be vulnerable. He's letting himself take on this vulnerable position that he's been fighting his whole life, it seems. And so that's what the character growth is, more than the relationship, because it's hard to tell if the relationship is going to be able to sustain with how strained it's been. But it's not about that. And I think that's really fascinating.
Son of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham. Son of Marvin, son of Trina, son of Wizzer, son of Mendel.
And Gottschalk to the lesbians from next door.
Oh, sing, oh, sing.
Voim logiule.
Oh,
Heo non vilo. Oyisisu. Oyisroel. Haulo to vomim abba.
Thank you.
gosh. Is that it? Was that light going out symbolic of Wizzer dying?
What would I do if I had not met you? Who would I blame my life on? Once I was told that all men get what they deserve. Who the hell then threw this curve? There are no answers, but who would I be if you had not been my friend?
Oh.
You're the only one out of 1,000 others, only one my child would allow. when I'm having fun. You're the one I wanna talk to.
Again, sorry, I gotta pause when I'm saying something, and I'm not just watching this alongside you. Like, I want to have things to say, but this is just such a masterful execution of everything that's been built up. Like, this character has gone on such a journey, and it's a small one, but it's a huge one at the same time.
Where have you been?
An understated one, more apt, rather than saying small.
Where are you now? Who would I be if I had not loved you? How would I know what love is? God only knows. Too soon I'll remember your faults. Meanwhile, though, it's tears and schmaltz. There are no answers, but what would I do if you had not been my friend?
And it's interesting to me that he focuses on him being his friend. Oh my gosh, sorry, give me a second. This is just so well done, and that's intersecting with the fact that I'm a huge sucker. Interesting that he's focusing on him being his friend before his lover, because it's not, love for Marvin has been something that he can control, and friendship has been something that's a lot purer, it's seemed, in his life.
All your life you wanted men.
Oh, he is alive.
When you got it up to have.
No, he looks a bit too put together. I think this is dead Wizzer.
Have them who knew it could end your life.
I left my kid and left my wife to be with you, to be insulted by such handsome men.
Do you regret?
I do it again.
So does he have it too?
I believe that I do it again and again and again. And what more can I say? How am I to face tomorrow after being screwed out of today? Tell me what's in store. Yes, I'd beg or steal or borrow if I could hold you for 1 hour more.
1 hour more.
1 hour more. 1 hour, 1 hour more. What would I do if I had
Wow, they can sing their asses off. Sorry if that's bringing the sentimental tone, but God, they can sing. They gotta give them careers.
not seen you? Who would I feast my eyes on? Once I was told that good men get better with age.
Oh, that hurts.
We're just gonna skip that stage. There
Yeah,
are
but-
no answers, but what would I do if you had not been my friend?
There are no answers, but what would I do?
No simple answers.
So this could be implying that Marvin also gets AIDS. I don't know if it's trying to say that definitively or if it's trying to leave it up in the air. But that might be the point, is Marvin wouldn't know either because this is still so new.
But what would I do if you had not been my friend? My friend. My friend.
Oh, then they're bringing the set back together. And this character who's been holding it together his whole life is just finally fully breaking down, and I think that's what his character needed. Not necessarily losing this way, but being broken down in that way so that he can move forward.
homosexuals, women with children, short insomniacs. We're a teeny tiny band. Lovers come and lovers go. Lovers live and die fortissimo. This is where we take a stand. Welcome to Falsettoland.
I don't know what it means that they removed part of that. I don't know if that's supposed to be Wizzer. But look, he's such an understated but powerful character arc where Marvin is just sobbing into the arms of these women that he loves. And now with Mendel too. Oh, and he puts, so that is Wizzer. He puts the, oh my gosh, is that it? Woo! Incredible. Absolutely incredible show. This is on par with Arcane for me. I think it's tied for my favorite thing that I've seen on this channel. It's just absolutely stunning. This might be my favorite musical. It's up there at least. Oh my god. Let me just make sure that it's okay. Yeah, there we go. Wow, what a show. It didn't say what I thought it was setting out to say from the beginning, but in a lot of ways it also did. It's a story about falsettos. Falsetto is this high-pitched performative false voice almost that isn't the true you in some ways. And that's what it's all about, is when you put on this mask, when you pretend to be something and you're not that and it fails you, what do you do? How do you pick up the pieces when all the pieces that you've known your whole life don't hold up anymore? And I think the answer that it poses to that is you can't pick them up. Sometimes they're gone, sometimes they're broken, but you can still choose to love despite that. And I just think that is beautiful. It's a theme that I've tried exploring in my own writing. It's one that I'm going to study this, I think, to try and incorporate better. And I am just blown away. The performances were incredible. The story was incredible. The writing was spot on. It was funny. I laughed. I cried. I sang along. Just absolute 10 out of 10 for me. I loved this, despite not being the target audience at all. And yeah, thank you all so much for recommending this to me. If you want to see what we have coming next up on the channel, you can head over to Patreon. And if you're on Patreon, you should be getting something soon. I'm going to go cry because, wow, this was so good. This is just so good. Thank you all. See you in the next one.